Hi, welcome to TAROVERSE. Thank you for clicking on this video. This is going to be a timeless tarot reading for whenever you've chosen to come, or whenever this has chosen to come to you. I feel like we're going to start this reading with some oracles and then work our way into the tarot. And then when this cuts, it will resume immediately after that cut into the extended, which will be linked below in the pinned comments and or the description box. If you've never been here before, welcome. If you are returning, it's great to see you again. Let's go ahead and begin. All right, so for some reason, I feel the presence of other YouTube readers here. So shout out to you guys, shout out to fam. I just want to say what we do is amazing, and it's just cool to be part of that community where we're all kind of helping, lift up humankind. And I want you guys to know, specifically the YouTube readers, we have a job to do to help people. And you also do that job in your spare time off YouTube through helping yourself. Okay. This may be a metaphor. Again, you don't have to be a YouTube reader. This could be a metaphor for just self-work and how that affects others or something like that. But I also just want to give my shout out to fellow YouTubers as well. So coming out with this little talk is Ascension. I'm going to fix my camera for this. I want it to focus on the fucking cards. Anyways, Ascension. This is a moment where you're leveling up. This tree looks like a brain. And it's not the first time that I've looked at trees as like brains or heads. It's the thing that I do. So I feel like there's a very deep focus here on your intelligence, but not necessarily like your IQ or how smart you are. While I feel you may be sharper or feeling like you're becoming sharper, this has to do with how you're transmuting energy and how the power of your thought, how the power of how you think about things is or has shifted in a way where there's this transmutation of energy going on. So it's highlighting your thought process and how it's working for you, which is something that's been highlighted in the past. I've been given steps to give to you guys basically about how to look at things, how to process, how to think about things. And that will in turn completely affect your reality. So I feel like there's more of a mastery coming through here, or more of an acknowledgement of how you are simply changing and shifting your energy through the power of your thought. This is a good time to focus on brain health, mental health. So what I see in my head is somebody scrolling, a lot of scrolling, doom scrolling. Stop that. Fill your time with something more gratifying. Get a Switch, get a Steam Deck instead of doom scrolling. Get a book instead of doom scrolling. Get your mind off of that first and foremost. That is the number one thing affecting humanity right now. And then, move into bigger and better things with your spare time from that. It's a message for some of you. What else do we got coming out here right off the strings? The Secret. Marriage. That's juicy. Who's this for? There is something going to be revealed to you about somebody that you are very much attached to in your energy. Meow. Marriage, it doesn't have to be in the literal sense. This is showing an attachment here. This could be between friends. This could be between lovers. Somebody in your life that you're just very close with in a way where your energies are extremely complementary and fit together. It's like an energetic marriage here. There's something being revealed. There's something being unlocked with that. And of course, these cards beg for me to go a little bit deeper. We'll dive into that a little bit more when I break up my tarot, because that's kind of a job for tarot. But I do want to say, Spirit wants you to know to be steady, to be bold about this situation. And it almost looks like you need to hold your course here. So I got a candle. Usually I get these from my house, but I'm using it in the reading because it had the word holy in it. I just wanted to light it up for the reading, but it's holy ficus. And as I'm talking about this, for some reason, the ficus tree wanted to be highlighted. We have searching, we have the lover, and we have illumination. Can you guys, with your love energy, bringing it into the reading so heavy? I'm like, we're going to do an energy read. We're going to, then this is like love, 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 love. But hey, my dear collective, again, if you're not in a love journey situation, I don't know, maybe I don't know, whatever. This could be about self-love, etc. But searching and the lover, I do have a feeling that a lot of you are going to be finding a very complementary soulmate at this time. And I don't mean soulmate like in any other way other than somebody who is at the same frequency as your soul. It feels like home. It feels like togetherness. It feels good. That is a soulmate. They come in many shapes and many forms. There's not just one. Many people have the one in their life, right? And you may be finding that. Illumination. This feels like the other three cards that we drew about that person with strings, with marriage, with the secret. So we have illumination and the secret. I just feel like something is being revealed right now about somebody that's very close to you, or something about your love journey. Somebody's coming forth. I feel like a lot of you within a month from whenever you watch this reading, you're going to be finding someone very significant in your life. So that's cool. And feel free to come back in like a month from now or whatever. Maybe it happened like right around now, and let us know. Like, hey, Taroverse, you're so on point. I found somebody. I found my person. Bottom of the deck, just out of curiosity, and the top of the deck. So bottom we have divine, and the top we have the evil eye. Good and bad. Curses and blessings. Top of the deck. All right. You may be in the spotlight for whatever reason, or just people are thinking about you a lot. This could even be your own thoughts, your own negativity. And I think that's what it is. Like, you curse yourself out of doors opening. You curse yourself out of blessings. There's something divine that wants to break through. Make sure that you understand that you deserve it, and make sure that you have doors open for it. Like, divinity is coming into your life in extreme ways right now. Like, I feel like God, your angels, your guides are sending you a beautiful connection. For a lot of you, this is love. It's probably at the same time a connection with yourself that just feels very pure. But make sure that you get the garbage, get the gunk. A lot of that for you guys are ways of thinking about self and what you deserve. Get that out of the way. Some of you may want to do energetic practices where you're making sure that other people's gunk, garbage, bad thoughts, bad ideas towards you are not affecting you. And the more that you consciously don't allow that to affect you, the more it doesn't, right? You don't want to be spiritually vulnerable at this time, is what I'm saying. You want to be spiritually strong, because divinity wants to come in. The divine wants to come in at this time and bless you. In the middle, we have balance and we have the deceiver. So first of all, it's just very interesting that balance is in the middle, but it's like two more opposites. There's like deception and there's balance in a situation. And it's like you're experiencing this juxtaposition. No, it's being brought to your conscious attention that there is a juxtaposition in your life between different energies, especially in your love life. I feel like for a lot of you, it's being highlighted right now, understanding what you really deserve versus what a lot of you stood in your own way for this. Not exclusive though. For some of you, you do need to be clearing out energies around you of people that are deceptive, of things that are deceptive. Some of you are realizing that you have a history of like deceptive situations or people that have just happened to been attracted to you. So you're breaking that history of that happening through finding balance. Again, the more that you connect to self, the more you magnetize towards you just bigger and better things. So the amount of, I feel like, shitty situations, especially deceptive people or like betrayal type situations, the amount that those were attracted to you correlated to the disconnect that you had with yourself. And as you connect to yourself, those just dissolve on their own. Like, you don't even have to do like a cord cutting ceremony. They just dissolve. They're just not attracted to your energy anymore. It's too strong. It's too divine. It's too pure. You're only pulling in good things. You know what I mean? And it's giving me this image of the sun and planets, and how, like, I guess because everything in our solar system serves like a function in how they orbit, or like there's like a divine way in how everything orbits and is magnetized, like that's what you're falling into, instead of just space trash coming, like comets coming and pelting you, like what happens to the moon. I'm keeping marriage, the secret, and strings aside to be clarified with the tarot. So keep that in mind. Preserve something, moon. Stability, boundaries. A lot of you it's being highlighted right now. Boundaries. You need boundaries to have more stability and balance in your life. Create more better boundaries. That's with people, if boundaries are being highlighted for you. Haints. I don't know what those are. All right, well, first of all, this fell out and it's getting my attention. We have preserve that kind of slid into our DMs in the upside down, right? And what I kind of feel like this is that something, it's probably the love situation that's in this energy. Could be something else, but like something happened a long time ago and then it stopped, but it didn't end. It didn't go away. It didn't end. What happened was basically is that this thing was put in a jar. The lid was closed tight and it's fermented over a long period of time. Usually you preserve things when like fall happens and it's about to be winter. That's traditionally why you preserve things in the past. And now I feel that something has changed quite a bit. There's a chemical shift in a situation that has been put on hold. And I feel that that jar is about to be open and you're about to see what it is has changed and how it has changed. The divine card is being highlighted, so that is correlated to a divine change or happening. So something's on a very, very spiritual, very set timeline, and that timeline is being revealed to you. You didn't realize that it was even on a timeline, I think. And there were like setbacks, or there were things, and they all had a purpose, and that's being revealed. Usually things that get preserved, they're more tasty. They're yummier. Sweets or, kimchi. It's not a sweet, kimchi. Okay. We have past, we have cleansing, we have community. Again, something from the past is, that divine light is being shown on it right now, coming out of the cupboard, that jar being opened. And it's being shared with people. There's a togetherness about it. So I feel like it's not just a love situation. Some of you maybe feel like this is just about you and a person. I feel like part of that preservation, that change process, is just your energy. And now that is being shared. You're able to share this energy with others. Some of you are finding a new community, a new group of people, and you're different now. And that energy is just, it feels brighter, and it feels like you have something to give, which maybe you didn't before. You had to give to yourself first. A lot of you have filled your own cup now, and you're able to pour into others. That's really cool. I really like that. So I'm hearing that all these situations, everything's kind of tied together in this like divine change that you've gone through. I'm really interested to see what the tarot are gonna have to say about just you, your energy, and just all the things that are coming up right now, because this reading almost feels like a celebration of sorts, which is cool. Anything else that wants to come out from this deck? This deck feels about done. Anything else that wants to come out here? The Wheel. Storehouse. Whoa. There's so much coming out from this preservation process. View. I mean, the Wheel immediately makes me feel like the energy of the Wheel of Fortune. It's like a door has been opened. This is a door to the future, but it's also that door to something in the past. And you're about to see it come to you. You're about to see it before your eyes. Opening. Bottom of the deck. Top of the deck is structure. Going into your tarot. Asking Spirit for just any messages, whatever wants to be passed on. Four of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Page of Cups. You have gone through a very long and deep reflective period in your life. This is part of your past, excuse me, both, I guess. Your past is not feeling to me like your past. It feels to me like your present and your future. Everything is happening at once right now, if that makes sense. But back to your past, I feel like you have found probably pretty recently this reflective time. And now it shows that you're in this Queen of Pentacles energy, but I still feel like the energy of water is strongest right now. A lot of you have a sun or moon in water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And you're ready to come out of this hermit energy. You're ready to come out of this reflective period. But what will actually take you out of it is someone approaching you, and this energy shows you that you're ready, likely romantic. Again, there's something being highlighted here that you are able to give and to pour into things now, because you've for so long needed that time to pour into yourself, and that time seems to be coming to its close. That season is over. It's like your new path, whatever is here, where you can give. This may be going back to some YouTubers watching, okay? Because I feel that energy strong. A lot of you will be finding success in your channels. Now, moving away from just YouTubers though, a lot of you seem to be coming into a spotlight, especially creatives or artists at this time. You're going to get that creative feel coming back to you. And it feels like you're celebrating. It feels like you're acknowledging this. You're like in your flow. What do they call it? I forget. But you're just in your zone, right? And I feel more and more eyes on you. And that is when somebody comes forth. This is likely an approach in love. If not, it's just showing more opportunities and the openness of your heart. Like the more you open, the more you attract things that will open you further, right? So heart chakra, chest, very open right now. Is it called chest chakra? Like forgetting things. So many divine opportunities are arriving. You are ready. You are energized. I did not realize the Page of Cups has her tits out. Thought it was a young man. Okay. King of Pentacles, the Sun, Nine of Pentacles, Three of Cups. A lot of you will be taking a trip somewhere warm. It looks to my head like California, but obviously it's not going to be for everybody. It could just feel like you're in paradise now, that you're in a place that feels warm and sunny and bright, especially financially. Finances seem to be stabilizing. If the opportunity to travel comes up, I feel like it will spring up on you. I want you to know that that seems to be a good thing. It involves community and togetherness. You will find something on a trip, for those of you taking a trip, that will leave a lasting impression. It will also highlight, taking this trip in general will highlight that the old you has changed, that you have shed your skin. Four of Cups, the Fool, and the Seven of Swords, as well as the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So I see you in the future meeting somebody, and I've said this before, and you take a leap of faith. I feel like you're able to take leaps of faith now. You never were in the past. Now you're taking leaps of faith in your life, and you're noticing that you're being rewarded for them. Because again, you're in the new energy of being blessed. If somebody sees you in a relationship and they approach you, this is likely an ex. You don't feel interested in this person. You view them very differently. I'm not sure why this is being highlighted to me. It doesn't seem... It seems like you're able to say no, and I think this goes back to lessons and boundaries, where maybe like if this ex were to come back at another time in your life, you would be conflicted or confused. Maybe you would cheat on whoever you're with now, or maybe you would like disconnect and be just like all messed up about it. That's not you anymore, and it's showing your strength here, that you're able to have this boundary, that these energies that no longer have a place in your life, you're able to actually have that wall up. It's a little bit dark, but you're able to set fire happiness. Because what it's showing me is like a situation would pop up and your mind would like romanticize it and make it seem like, for example, you're talking to somebody new and it's going great, and then your shitty, stupid ex comes into the picture and they would likely confuse you. Your mind originally would think about how nice it would be to be with your ex, how it could finally be fixed this time, how things could finally be different. And all of these like things that you're romanticizing in your head would distract you from your reality, which is with somebody new, and you know the potential red flags of this ex, you know, based in the present. Now you're able to set fire to your mind, saying, "Oh, this would be so good with my ex. This would be so nice," and you don't even get confused. You're free. King of Cups. You're free to love. You're free to accept good love. You're free to have balanced love. You're free to get the relationships you deserve. You are now free to make your own decisions. You have found divinity at this time. King of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. Beautiful for you. I'm really happy for you. I congratulate you for the amazing work that you've done to come to this point where you have this amount of freedom where you have this amount of divinity and actually able to tap in to this magnetism, to tap into these blessings and to basically live your life. Because what it looks like is in the past, there were outside forces that could easily distract you from living your best life. It's like now you're a boat that can steer in any direction versus just like wherever the tides take you, boom, 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 and like getting off path. The tarot card that will define the energies of this reading is the moon. For whatever reason. We have trust, we have hardened, and we have friendship. Your relationship with yourself is finally in the realm of being able to trust yourself, to have these convictions, and to move forward in your own authentic way. You're like a really strong, old, wise tree now who can like photosynthesize and like grow on its own and just be like super abundant, right? Where before you thought that like you needed some other thing or like you're stopping your own growth, right? But all you really need is yourself. You need sunlight and like water, but that's all happening, right? Naturally. And you're able to tap into those energies that nourish you because you know, instead of thinking that someone, or it feels like multiple things would be like responsible for your growth or something like that. It's not just relationships that you're going to see growing. You are seeing community, you are seeing friends, friendships, good authentic friendships will strengthen at this time, or they will come into your life where things that were weak will not, they will not grow with you. But I see a lot of things growing with you now. Finding community. A lot of you are, this message keeps coming up too lately, is a lot of you are finding community. There's not only just eyes on you. I feel like the right people are coming through to be with you in love and in friendship and in the workplace and wherever else. It's a really feel-good reading, I feel like. I want to do two things. I still want to know about the secret and this marriage card. Could be somebody that you're going to marry. I'll clarify that with this deck right here. But I'm also going to draw just like your core energy with this other deck, because I feel like it wants to come out. Everybody take a deep breath and focus and hope for your highest message to come through for your core energy. Your core energy at this time, my Taroversian. There's something rare about you. There's something rare about this time in your life. I'm seeing a comet passing overhead. Rare like that. Rare like a comet. Rare time in your life. Secret energy. Secret energy. Okay, I like that. Secret energy. Secret energy. Your core energy. Was this secret or the core? Wheel of Fortune coming out again with the Two of Pentacles again. And the third card with that is Judgment. We just got these from the Holler deck. Say what? Say what? Okay. Again, rare, like a comet, the divine light, the Wheel of Fortune. This is like this is the moment in your life where I think things truly shift for you, and it's not something that you need to wait for. It's happening before your eyes. You have a view of it. Judgment just wants you to stay like in the right place. There's something angelic about this Judgment card, like tapping into divine energy, divine light. I know like the sun is like shining on my face right now as I talk about this. The synchronicities are crazy. do some kind of meditative work or find some kind of practice that works for you. You can drop below, your ideas so you guys can kind of brainstorm with each other of how to tap into your purest, most divine form. For some of you, this will be an artistic practice, or like a journaling practice or something like that, or simply just being conscious about it, but tap into this light, right? And you can ride on it for the rest of your life. But again, a very beautiful moment in your life is happening right now. Secret energy. We have the Hermit and the Knight of Pentacles. You have somebody with Virgo energy, like that's likely who's coming through is like your person. So FYI. Virgo sun most likely, also could be moon rising. This person needed something specific before they could come through. That's part of the divine timeline, but it also feels like something that they know about that they were waiting for to have happen. Remember my analogy about like the sun and the planets and how like the Wheel of Fortune is really significant in this reading? Look at this fucking picture. Even this Two of Pentacles looks like two planets in orbit around each other. Sun and moon type energy. It feels like some kind of union. Something very, very pretty. The Empress, Five of Wands, Two of Wands. You will be walking people through pain that you have experienced, repaired, and transmuted for yourself. Do not forget that you have the ability to step into that field where other people are lost and it looks simple to you now because you've gone through it. Those types of situations or people will be magnetized to you so you could help them. There's something here about a mother, like a mother wound or like a child or like a dynamic between mother and child. But it feels like a union between something that was lost between these two within a dynamic. And it feels like a metaphor. I know I'm kind of going over some of you guys' heads, but I just want to say what's coming in my brain because it's meant to be heard. King of Wands, Six of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Again, I'm seeing two people coming together to create a whole. Okay. There is a love dynamic between you and somebody which felt like what would be like a mother and child, where somebody was like lost and young and confused, and the other person was like nurturing and guiding, but it couldn't move any further. And then that feels like it disconnected. It stopped. And now it's coming back. But instead of like mother-child, it's this very masculine energy and it's very equal. That dynamic is totally changed. So we're going back to something being put in a jar, preserved, and coming back and being completely different.